Hello, welcome to the Death Battle Cast, where we pit random ass characters against each other, including ones that are slandered horribly, and apparently you guys really like it. Hey, I'm Ben, joined with Chad. We got
Bro,
Javi,
what's up?
and we got Liam.
That's me.
Yes, that is you.
Sorry, I didn't know you wanted me to
Glad you
like
know
make a
who you
sound
are.
or I smiled.
This is a really interesting matchup today because we had a pitch call about this, and it really,
Mhm.
really piqued Ben and I's interest, especially because it is the duo versus the duo,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
So I've seen Spider-Man versus Ladybug. That's been a common request since Ladybug and Cat Noir started airing like
Mhm.
10 years ago or something. It's crazy. It's been around for a while
Is
now.
it still going?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right?
That's
I'm pretty
crazy.
sure it's still going. Um, but the pairing of these two, I think, brings in some really interesting new elements that
Mhm.
might change how the verdict is decided. I don't know. It might be interesting. I'm curious, actually, everybody's watching this live, if you think, as we are going through this, if you think the verdict would be different if it was just Spider-Man and Ladybug themselves. I think that would be very interesting to potentially talk about. But just let us know in the chat if that feels like something that might be the case. But either way, yes. Today we are covering one of the Kickstarter pitches that was pitched to us at this point, like a while ago, because we're actually getting kind of into the end of our Kickstarter pitches, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be Spider-Man and Black Cat versus Ladybug and Cat Noir. And the way this works, if
Chat
you're brand
Noir.
new to Death Metal Cast, is Chat Noir,
Because Chat is French for cat.
Chat.
So it's Chat Noir.
Chat Noir. Gotcha, right. The beautiful French language of Chat
Chat
Noir.
Noir. Chat Noir.
So the way this works is we are going to be arguing who should win in a death battle. And Liam will be representing Spider-Man and Black Cat. And Javi will be repping Ladybug and Cat Noir. And at the end of the show, based on their arguments, you all watching this live right now will be able to vote on who you think should win. Or, based on your own opinions, whatever. Or if you just hate Liam, you can vote against him. That's fine.
Okay.
Either
That's
way.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's
Set me up for
clearly
success here.
setting me up for success here.
Real quick, Ten Tails wilding out as usual with $100 super chat. Says interesting death battle cast, even if it's one-sided, but I can't hope to see my heart broken to see who we voted off the champion island. At last, it must be done anyway. I can't wait to see how crazy this might become. Thanks, Ten Tails. We appreciate all of it.
One-sided. Okay, somebody's already.
I
got an
don't think it
opinion.
is. So because we'll get into it. We'll get into it when we
Yeah.
get to it. It's
But
interesting.
yes, so the most recent Champions Island vote did wrap up. We will be talking about that later on in the show. Also, actually, there are a couple things I wanna sort of announce real quick, which is as usual, we do have our ballot banter tomorrow. That is live at Wednesday. Or sorry, wait, we changed the time before and it's back to normal, right? So it is live
Yeah.
at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then also tomorrow, we got two things tomorrow because we have fireside chat.
Yep.
Getting in there before you do, Joe. Tomorrow we have fireside chat in the evening at 5 p.m. Central. That's 6 p.m. Eastern. Basically, the idea of fireside chat is it's members only. So if you are a member of the Death Battle channel, this is kind of a way for us to just sort of hang out, connect with you guys, and talk about like what's going on with the channel, what's going on with episodes, etc. Get a little peek behind the scenes, essentially, and as well as just hang out for a while. And we do fireside chats every month right after a new episode airs. And if you haven't been looking at your subscription feed or whatever, we do have a new episode out. So if you have not seen Dante versus Clive, it is here. It is the Torian episode that you guys backed as a stretch goal for the Death Battle Kickstarter, which at this point, the Death Battle Kickstarter, it's been like a year and like 2 months or something since the Kickstarter wrapped up, which is crazy to think about as we are wrapping up our first like full year as independent Death Battle.
Wow.
And wow, it has been a journey. It feels like the longest year and the shortest year at the same time.
Yeah, it's
Right?
really
Yeah.
wild.
Like, and that's also including 2024. I feel like 2024 and 25 has sort of like smushed
Ugh.
together for me.
I completely agree. Oh my god, 2024 is like a blur. It's like a bad
Yeah.
dream. Oh my
I
god.
don't even remember
Yeah.
2024.
Oh my god, terrible year, but also the best year. I don't. It's so strange.
Yeah, also a great year.
Yeah.
Jumping in super quick because Jangwin with a $100 super chat, good Lord, says greetings from the north. I owe y'all at least 4 more of these. No, you don't.
Wait,
but
why?
thank you.
Why?
Yeah,
Northern hospitality.
Love that.
Yeah, you don't owe us. We'll take them.
$500. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You owe us $500.
Okay. And Gilded, thanks for gifting out some memberships. If you guys got gifted a membership by Gilded, say thank you and go check out all the membership content that you now have access to. And you can go participate in Champion Island.
Yes.
So yeah, connect to your Discord and that'll be fun. And then guys, I'm recording I'm logging the super chats. I'll try and get to as many as I can.
All right. Well, we should probably get into this matchup, which Liam seems very excited for. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I drank
Like, look
coffee,
at-
so I got
look
really
at-
tired. It's weird for me. I don't
Coffee
know.
makes you
It never
tired?
and
That's
it
not
makes
how
me
that's supposed
tired.
to work. That's not how
Yeah,
this-
I know.
Don't drink coffee then, right before we do a show.
Cozy, blanky time.
Thank you, Ty.
All right. Well, Liam,
Yeah.
as you get comfy in your blankie and your coffee, how about we start off with talking about the characters you are repping, which is Spider-Man and Black Cat. And specifically, I think something important to highlight here is the duo nature of this and like how they work as a team, how their powers bounce off of each other. But also, I do think like everybody generally knows Peter Parker, and this is the Peter Parker Spider-Man. But so like we can kind of cover him a little bit, but I think Black Cat is a character that like people think they know, but maybe don't know. So it might be good to focus more on her. So I do think some of her powers are going to be really important in this match.
Yes, I agree. It's funny, like, okay, well, let me just get into it. So Peter Parker, you know, we could talk about Spider-Man, but you get the idea. Spider sense, wall crawling. He had some abilities. He got them in the early 2000s that sort of enhanced his natural spideriness that were then retconned, or not retconned, but were erased when Mephisto did the whole One More Day thing. So I would say that if you wanted to take like peak Peter Parker, you would give him those because at the time those were like permanent power-ups and it was this other event that erased them. So that would give him like organic webbing. His healing factor got a lot stronger. Wounds that would take like hours to heal now took minutes. He gets these stingers that can like paralyze you if he hits you with them. Stuff like that. So bigger spider stuff. Black Cat is interesting. I think most people think of her as like kind of a Catwoman-esque character. Obviously she is. But the big difference between her and somebody like Catwoman is that she has this bad luck aura. This ability that she got, which is sort of like Domino from the Deadpool movie and also from the comic books, that makes people that are trying to attack her have bad luck. Now, she lost that ability for quite a long time and has never, to my knowledge, gotten it back. However, she did get this cybernetic implant called the Quantum Probability Pulsator, which gave her those same abilities. And actually, she got them. So she kind of got them back. They are different in that she actually has a better control of the Quantum Probability Pulsator. She's had it for longer. It's actually probably the standard now. You probably wouldn't give her a bad luck aura in a general fight, but that can essentially give people that are trying to attack her bad luck and affect probability. Something that's really interesting is that it affects magical spells because magical spells in Marvel are manipulations of probability. Scarlet Witch is a perfect example of that, and it can actually disrupt some forms of magic because it's messing with probability. But yeah, and then she also just has a ton of like kind of Catwoman-esque gadgets. She has claws that have sedatives on them that'll knock you out immediately. Whips, cables, explosive, flash grenades, stuff like that.
We
can get more into
Crow met Catwoman.
Yeah, sure.
kind of.
I've actually never seen the Crow, so I'm going to assume that makes sense.
Crow from Ruby has his
who has bad luck.
There you go.
Although he can't necessarily control it, but Black Cat can. Is that what you're saying?
She can't. Yes. Kind of.
Or at least she
It's
can turn it off and on.
yes.
at the very
Yes.
least. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't have perfect
Yeah.
control over it, but she can manipulate it to an extent.
Okay.
Thanks, Van
Okay.
Later, for gifting out 5 memberships. You're the best.
I actually was not aware of her having a device that creates
Me
the
either.
power
Yeah.
that she previously had.
I
That's
thought
so strange.
I was like, oh man, this is one of the most interesting things about the fight is this bad luck aura, and then you being like, and then they really never gave it back, and I was like, well, this is gonna be it, and then you're like, instead they made a MacGuffin that does the same thing. So okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I don't know
Strange.
why it
What?
matters. Like thinking about it narratively, like why wouldn't you just give her back the whatever?
Yeah,
I've
what a
read those
strange
comics, so-
thing to do.
Yeah, there's probably a better reason
I-
in it, but yeah.
I feel like because I feel like in more recent comics they just don't like worry about it and they just assume she
Yeah.
has the power because I feel like this never actually comes up in comics and she just has bad luck powers. But okay,
Effectively, she does.
yeah. But technically speaking, she could turn it off, I suppose, if she needed to. All right. I do know she's also somewhat superhuman, able to keep up with Spider-Man and whatnot. So yeah, she's not just compared to Catwoman, which again, there's a lot of comparisons. She's got a very different power set, I think.
Yes. Yes.
But as Cat Burglar kind of.
Catwoman is more like Batman, where she has a ton of different gadgets that she can pull from. She is mostly focused on gadgets and
Right.
martial arts abilities and stuff like that. Black Cat is more like reliant on this ability.
No, the one gadget that's way more
Yeah,
weird and powerful and reality
It's kind of like
bending. That
Batman, Captain
Probability.
America, where Captain
why
America's
does she
whole
have a
thing is the
reality
shield.
bending device? Like that's so
Yeah.
bizarre. Anyway,
Just jammed in her brain or something.
of all things, what a strange narrative choice. Yeah, but so that's Spider-Man and Black Cat. Javi, you are covering Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Mhm.
Which I think there's a good number of people in watching this who are familiar with the characters, but let's get the general rundown on them and what they do.
Yeah. So the total background, I mean, Adrian Agreste and Marinette Dupenchang are both high schoolers in Paris. They both have the Kwame of creation and destruction, Plague and Tiki, respectively. Marionette's is Tiki. It is a cute little floaty ladybug person. And Adrian's is Plague. So, as a protector and guardian of the Kwamis, Marionette's job is to successfully make sure that each Kwami is successfully transferred to a person of her choosing that is worthy of holding a Kwami. Kwamis give people superhero ability or supernatural abilities. For Marionette, it is creation that she does. So it's not just, it is luck based as well. But a lot of the time, whenever you're watching the show, she'll call for like her Mickey Mouse Catool, her lucky charm,
Yes.
near the end of the episode, which just gives her whatever she needs in that specific moment. And what I find so funny about what that ability does is that specific item doesn't necessarily need to be used for what it like looks like it could be used for. Like there's been instances where she's gotten like carjack and she uses it to keep like a T-Rex's mouth open, or she'll get like a paper foil or like a candy foil and use it to like reflect light to distract a villain. But the typical
Sure.
day-to-day, I mean, this is
It's
like
a Monster of the Week show.
it's a
so
Monster of the Week show.
Right.
And her main villain is Hawkmoth. Hawkmoth has the Kwami of the butterfly, and he uses the Akuma butterflies to pretty much make those villains of the week, which in a sense makes sense because as a butterfly, they metamorphosize. That's what he does. He just does it for evil. The whole point of him combating Marionette is because he wants all of the Kwamis to essentially grant him a wish for his wife to come back to life, who is none other than the mother of Adrian Agreste, Cat Noir. Cat Noir got Plague around the same time as Ladybug got Tiki. They ever since they started their superhero journey, they worked together all the time. which is, I think, an interesting dichotomy because, yeah, I mean, Spider-Man and Catwoman, they work together from time to time, but not nearly as much as Ladybug and Cat Noir. I feel like they have the teamwork aspect down pack.
Yeah, so you dropped a ton of proper nouns. So if anybody's lost, real
Bye.
quick, basically,
Yeah, sorry.
basically, Ladybug is a superhero, and like she has a magical thing that helps her transform into her superhero outfit and gives her these context-sensitive things to figure out how to defeat whatever she's facing. Cat Noir is her tuxedo mask,
Yeah.
and they team
Yeah.
up
Okay.
to defeat crime. And
Yeah.
the stuff that they fight is very like Monster of the Week, Power Rangers type things. Like, so for example, if somebody was like some kid was getting bullied because he likes ketchup too much and like puts it on everything, then like a little moth would come down and it would like land on his shoulder, and then he'd get turned into a superhero bad guy, and he'd make everyone in the world eat ketchup with everything, and then and then Ladybug and Cat Noir would need to show up and like kick his ass to get him back to normal. And that's the show.
That's the show. That's the entire show. Another main draw to the show is also the will they, won't they, because, you know, it's a very romance-oriented show. They, funny enough, don't know each other's secret identity because Marionette is in love with Adrian, but she despises Cat Noir for the longest time. And then Adrian is in love with Ladybug, but doesn't really know that Marionette exists. So it's kind of an interesting relationship that they have and explore.
It's a love square, essentially.
Yeah.
Of themselves.
Yeah, of themselves.
And
Yeah,
their
yeah,
alter
yeah.
egos.
But that's the general shtick of the show, right? Like superhero magical girl show with a love square going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a very cute show if you've never seen it.
And so the thing that's really interesting here is the fact that Ladybug has her good luck charm, right?
Yeah.
And so it does. It literally like you said, if you've ever seen Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, it is basically it is that. It is the here's the option, and it's not just like, it's not just like here's a gun and you're like, oh okay, bam. Like it's like something that's just like, how the fuck would this help me? And then it's like, oh, I use it in this exact weird MacGyverish way to perfectly solve the problem. But then we've got Black Cat's I'm just gonna keep calling it Bad Luck Aura because the name of that stupid device is ridiculous. And it's like, how is that gonna play with each other, right? Like, does she?
Oh, I got a gun. Fires backwards.
So to clarify how these powers work, because I think that's going to be a big part of the conversation. Although we do want to make sure we cover some of the other powers. Black Cat's bad luck aura, she doesn't necessarily, so she can control, I guess, when it's on and off, but she doesn't necessarily control what happens. The bad luck that happens around her is something that is possible that could happen, so it's not going to like shift reality in a way where reality just completely breaks or whatever.
No,
it is just a poor situation or a bad luck scenario that could theoretically happen but probably wouldn't happen. Usually in detrimental to someone. I know it used to be detrimental to her sometimes. I don't know if that's still a thing. Do you know?
The bad luck aura would sometimes be detrimental to anybody around her, regardless if they were on her side. So, which is when you brought up what would their dynamic as a team be? It's like, well, with the bad luck aura, it's fucked because Spider-Man spent enough time around her that he started to get like passive bad luck, like worse than usual.
Literally
even when he wasn't around her. Yeah, it affected him even when he wasn't near her. It was so bad. But the quantum probability pulsator does not do that.
Okay. So, okay, so it's not necessarily going to affect her and Spider-Man per se.
No,
at least not to the same degree as it used to. Okay, so, but again, it is like probable of like not probable, but possible events.
Possible events becoming probable.
Yeah. Then there's Ladybug's lucky charm, which isn't necessarily like. I mean, it's called Lucky Charm, but it isn't necessarily luck-based, but it essentially gives, it's actually the exact opposite, right? It gives her exactly what she needs to solve the situation, but it doesn't tell her how.
Exactly.
So she has to figure out how it solves the situation. And has there ever been an instance where she doesn't figure it out? Do you know?
To my knowledge, it's one of those things where it ends up figuring itself out if she can't figure it out. What's interesting
Okay.
too is that I know it's what's interesting too is that it also doesn't always have to be like a random object. It can be weapons. She has had it has created a second yo-yo. Her main weapon of choice is a yo-yo. Hence the Spider-Man relationship there.
She swings around with it and stuff.
Yes, yeah. And so there'll be instances where it just makes weapons. And the thing is, it's always something different. Like, I don't even know the complete total. I actually, however many episodes in the series there are, is how many Lucky Charms there are. And in some episodes, there are 2, 3 Lucky Charms that she makes. So, and they're always something different. So it's not like I can
know
give
that's
you like.
not true though, because I know later
Whoa.
on in the series,
Well,
she so in the main series, my understanding is that like she can only do it once, and then afterwards she reverts back to Marinette.
yeah,
right,
well,
after,
she has
like,
to
10
recharge.
minutes or whatever. Right, she has to
Yes.
recharge. But I know later on in the series they get rid of that, and she can just use it constantly
Well,
without
there you go.
that happening. So there's technically probably episodes where she uses it hundreds of times.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of montage scenario where she's just like using it like all day to solve a problem. I would not
That's
be
what I
surprised.
was imagining, right? Like, I'm sure there's like an episode that's kind of like that. So the time limit's gone, the limit is gone, and I assume Cat Noir. Oh my god, I'm gonna get this mixed up all the time. Has the same situation because he's got a power that's like just destroys things, right?
So, in before the Cat Noir versus Shigaraki matchup thumbnails that are going to come out of here, but Cat Noir's ability is to completely decay whatever he touches. He just says Cataclysm. He touches something, it just completely erodes. And it gets we can get into it later. But it gets crazy. The type of like buildings, people. Obviously, it's like that's the worst thing that could happen if he touches a person. But yes, people, sure. And anything he touches just disassembles. Now, as far as like any other, I can't off the top of my head remember if there's any other effects that his because he has a staff, but he also has different transformations. So does Ladybug. We can get into those now, actually. So as the Kwami Protector and Guardian, there's actually several instances of Ladybug using the powers of other Kwamis. She doesn't just need to use them individually, she can actually fuse them. So there's been instances where she has fused her Tiki, her Ladybug Kwami, with the Queen Bee Kwami to become Lady Bee, which the Bee Kwami, it allows her to paralyze people completely. The Multi-Mouse Kwami allows her to completely split herself into multiple like duplicates, all with equal stats to her. But what's also interesting is she can actually give each of those Multi-Mouse duplicates of herself Kwamis to use the other miraculous as well. So it just gets crazy. There are 36 Kwamis in total. Obviously, Plague is Cat Noir's, and Hawkmoth has the butterfly one. But she has turned into this was an episode where she had split herself into those duplicates. So she was the multi-fox Kwami. She was multi-noir. Because yes, they can obviously interchange. There was an episode where they actually swapped Kwamis for the day. It was cute, and she looks great as Cat Noir. Or Lady Noir. She was awesome. The Dragon Bug fusion. She has the Pegabug, which is the Horse Miraculous, and Ladybug. Each of these give like their unique powers. I can't off the top of my head remember all of them. I know that the rabbit one actually, I don't know if it's time travel or if it's dimension hopping, but it can give her kind of like an ability to kind of trap people in other dimensions or other timelines, which is cool. Yeah, you have the Viper one for poison.
Are we giving her all the Kwamis?
Well,
I thought they're with other people, right?
Well, some of them are, yes, because she starts giving them to her friends. but as the guardian and with the other, I forget how many people she gives it to, but she still has like over 20. She still has like over 20 of the Kwamis, and we know what all of them. Well, we know what most of them do because they've been used by other people before. So you can put two and two together. Like, okay, she could pull one and then use that ability.
I want to back up because I feel like we're getting ahead of ourselves and getting into stuff that might not be relevant. I think we got to focus on what Ladybug actually does herself.
Sure. Yeah. So she has other transformations. She has a flight transformation with a jetpack. Also allows her to fly into space. She also has a swimming transformation as well. And as the creation Kwami that she owns. So Tiki has. I'm just gonna get right into it. Tiki has a sweet tooth. And so there's an episode where she just really wants croquettes. And I'm going to go ahead and send this over to Sam. She, as the creation, Kwami, gets so hungry, she makes a croquette that completely eclipses the planet Earth.
What?
And
I was expecting like a building. Right?
No.
Or like I was not expecting planet Earth.
So I'm sending these over now. But what's funny is when she does that, and mind you, this thing is like twice, 3 times the size of Earth, and it's just hovering over the planet. What Plague does in response, because he's with Adrian, and they're like, "What's going on?" Like Adrian's like, "What's going on?" And Plague goes, "Oh, like she's hungry again, like she has a sweet tooth again." And Adrian's freaking out. He's like, "Well, what do we do?" And Plague goes, "Don't worry, that's why we're the Kwami, that's why I'm the Kwami of destruction." So what do? Cat Noir flies up, mind you, in the span of like a second or two, up to this giant croquette, and he just says cataclysm as he always does. And he touches it, and it completely blows up. Like this thing that is 3 times the size of planet Earth, he touches like literally with his palm, and it just blows up. That's the context.
Right.
Yes.
Wait, is that the Earth or the Moon? That's the left.
So that's the oh gosh, did I say there we go, planet. Here's the planet cookie. This is the one I'm most recently sending is how big it is in comparison to Earth.
Like what we're showing right now, is that the planet? Is that the Earth or the Moon?
The purple explosion? Yes, that's the Earth. Or sorry, that's the planet-sized croquette explosion. Yeah, the croquette exploding.
Oh, and that's
on the left there. Okay, that's Earth.
And the left is the Earth. Yeah.
Got it. What the fuck?
That's more than 3 times. That's
wait. Okay, hang on. Tiki creates this thing. However, it is when she's lost control of her powers. Correct?
No, Tiki just she's hungry. Like
right, but like Ladybug herself can't create this, can she?
So, at the end of every episode of so whenever she solves the villain of the day, she uses her Ladybug spots to reset everything that happened during the day. So there's an episode. I'll go ahead and send this. I actually sent a picture. It's with the news report right there, Sam, if you want to look at that. But there is a villain by the name of Stormy Weather, and she creates a volcano that she says she will push the Earth away from the sun so that the planet goes into a forever winter, and so that people realize how important like weather is.
With a volcano?
With a volcano.
Like it's like a jetpack, man.
And she does it. Yeah, and she does it. Like it happens. That's what the weather report shows, is the planet
the Earth
moving.
is like shifting its axis?
Yes, it's completely moving away. Okay. And so after Ladybug and Cat Noir defeat her, which by the way, they're fighting Stormy Weather like equally, and they beat her by the end of the episode.
Cap literally right in front of the mic. Jesus Christ, Liam.
And
oh my god.
So
We learn
okay,
every time we do this show, we learn just how bad
new
Liam's mic
sound.
etiquette is.
after she beats every Akuma, she opens her yo-yo, I believe, and spots come out and they reset everything that the villain of the week did that day. And so what does what does Tiki do at the end of the day when the planet gets moved? She resets the planet's like location. There is a time where yeah, no, I'm not done. So there's an episode where Hawkmoth akumatizes. It's like a parallel universe situation, but he akumatizes Cat Noir and he becomes Cat Blanc. And Cat Blanc is just
I've seen this.
so powerful. He ends up, I believe, I might be misremembering this, so if anyone in there has also watched the series and wants to correct me, feel free. But regardless, this still happens at the end of the episode. I believe he blows up a portion of the moon, and after they, snap him out of it and they deakumatize him, same deal. She opens up her yo-yo and it resets the moon back to normal. In the world. So it's
Okay.
That's how powerful she is.
Yes. That's also I've seen that going around for a long time. And I will say, so because I remember looking into this like years ago. Cat Noir got akumatized into Cat Blanc, which is what it's French. White noir, white cat.
White noir.
And he becomes all white. And he threatens to like blow up the earth, essentially. However, I will say, it is one of the things about the Akumas is that they empower people. They make them stronger. So maybe he could destroy the earth, especially given what happens later on in the series that I'm aware of. Specifically the end of the series or the end of the first arc, whatever it is. But that was because he was akumatized. Although I guess it doesn't really matter because we're talking about Ladybug's like reset ability, which can just reset apparently anything that fucking happens, which is crazy. But she has to, in order for that to work, she has to summon her lucky charm, use it, throw it into the air, and then it resets everything, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So it's not like a thing that she can just snap her fingers and it happens. There's a kind of a
boy. It sure would be unlucky if it akumatized Black Cat and Spider-Man and made them fucking multiverse level or whatever. That would be some really bad motherfucking luck, wouldn't it?
Well, okay. I will say I think the things we're talking about here are like edge cases where it's like something crazy happens that Tiki loses control of her powers. We go to an alternate universe or whatever, things like that. Where and ultimately Ladybug's power that we're talking about is the power of like creation and restoring things, which would be like, thanks Ladybug, you just healed all my wounds. Even the multi-dimensional transdimensional time like warping wounds in my body. Thank you. So it's not necessarily gonna like win the fight for them unless it's against themselves, right?
I think that would be a pretty good counter though to Black Cat's, or sorry, see I'm doing the same thing. Or no, yeah, Black Cat's aura. Bad luck aura. It would reset probably everything that she does. But I will say it's not.
Hang on. Wouldn't the aura cause her to mess up? Like she summons the lucky charm and she goes like, "Yes, I got it." And it's like, "Oh, I got to reset something." All right. She begins to throw it up, and then the bad luck aura affects her, and she trips and falls, and the lucky charm falls out of her hands, rolls down a gutter and into a sewer and down the drain or whatever, right? Like, isn't that the situation we're potentially talking about here? And then she can't reset anything because she's lost her lucky charm.
I will say there's been times where she's fought like an alternate version of herself, and she is able to, obviously compete with and also undo her as well with her lucky charm. And I forget if the evil marionette had bad, like, because from what I remember, she created her lucky charm was this just giant like soul edge blade. And they were fighting evenly, and she ended up it was like a evil version of Marionette and Cat Noir that they fought, all with the same abilities, but that didn't really stop them from both meeting them and also using the Lucky Charms effect to defeat them at the end of the day.
I think it's my turn to talk.
Let's hit
I think so too. Although I do think we do need to get to one of our sponsors because we've
100%.
kind of spent a lot of time on this. So real quick, and then we'll get to you right after this, Liam. So real quick, this episode of Death Battle Cast is sponsored by Uncommon Goods. It's that time of year. It's the holiday season, and Uncommon Goods makes holiday shopping stress-free with thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts that you can't find anywhere else. And that's the whole idea. Why get your friend or family something that they see at the store every other weekend when you can get them something that is truly uncommon? Uncommon Goods gathers all sorts of products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the USA. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, kind of like us. Of course, there is a catch because they're not ridiculously mass-produced products. They're made in small batches. So if you're looking for something specifically, it could sell out fast. So go check it out right away. And I've been a fan of Uncommon Goods for years now, and even got some stuff from it. I've gotten multiple things from Uncommon Goods, but one of the things that I actually have in my room, whatever this is called, are these books. Which are very fun. The last time they sponsored us, I talked about one of these, and there was a spoiler in one of them, so I'm not gonna read it. But these are books that are inspired by like fantasy. Basically, they are cooking for wizards, warriors, and dragons, drinking for wizards, warriors, and dragons. They're basically like meals and cocktails inspired by different like fantasy books and shows and things like that, like Game of Thrones or Wheel of Time, or what was it? A Way of Kings, I think, that I spoiled last time I talked about this. Yeah, this one's
it was book 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, real big thing. Anyway.
Yeah. So but they are really cool. And like, where are you gonna find stuff like this? So it's I highly recommend. It's not a bookstore, I will say. It is just like a general store. Uncommon Goods has a bunch of stuff on it. So like,
I got my
Chad, for example. Chad has been talking about these ghost rocks that he got off Uncommon Goods for years now, and I've yet to ever see these freaking things.
I should have left them out, but I just put them back away because they're with our Halloween stuff. Because they're little.
What the
rocks.
heck are ghost rocks?
They're
Chad?
rocks that are carved into ghosts. They're cool. Anyway, it's a great service for like sometimes I'm like, I know exactly what I'm gonna get like my friend or my wife or something for a gift, right? And other times I'm like, I have no idea, and Uncommon Goods is so helpful for that because it's a bunch of really cool, unique stuff.
And another cool thing about Uncommon Goods is with every purchase you make, they give back $1 to nonprofit partner of your choice. And to date, they've donated more than $3.1 million. So that's crazy. So don't wait. Cross those names off your list before the rush. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/DBC. That's uncommongoods.com/DBC for 15% off. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Just like Spider-Man and Black Cat, who are definitely not ordinary. Let's talk about them.
Super chats from Aaron and Navato are saying, like, basically, let's go back to Spider-Man and Black Cat feats. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Spider-Man 2, Sam. So that croquette feat, I'm well aware of that. That's very impressive. That's very nice. But it is interesting that even as far back as the early 60s, Spider-Man was stated to be one of the strongest characters in Marvel, only weaker than characters like Hulk, Thor, and The Thing. Now, obviously, that's probably totally inconsistent, right? There's no way that Spider-Man is stronger than a character like Namor, for instance, Spider-Man 7, Sam, where he is able to web up Namor, and Namor is completely incapable of ripping apart Spider-Man's webs. Namor, of course, was once able to bloody the nose of Thanos. Surely that's completely inconsistent for Spider-Man to be at that level. Spider-Man 3, Sam. Of course, nothing like that has ever happened before. There's no way that Spider-Man could handle a Herald-level character like that, say, like knock them out or something like that. Spider-Man 1, Sam, when he was able to knock out the Hulk with Captain America's help. But surely feats of that level are completely inconsistent. Spider-Man 6, Sam, when he was able to catch Thor's hammer Mjolnir mid-flight with his webs. Surely something like that is completely inconsistent. Spider-Man 8, Sam, when he was able to catch Thor's hammer Mjolnir and web it up without even budging from where he was standing. Surely something like that, a speed feat like that, is completely and totally inconsistent, considering that Mjolnir can fly across the universe at massively faster than light speeds. He's never blitzed a character like that at speeds like that. Spider-Man 5, Sam, when he is able to blitz Adam Warlock, Wolverine, Wonder Man, Reed Richards, and Silver Surfer all at the same time. But no, there's no way he's ever blitzed somebody as fast as Silver Surfer more than once. Spider-Man 4, Sam, when he is able to blitz completely and totally Spider-Man, Silver Surfer when he was infected by the Carnage symbiote. Sam, thank you so much for that. Fuck your planet level cricket. Spider-Man is gonna punch that shit apart, rip Cat Noir's fucking head off, and jam it down like Ladybug's throat. Kill
Liam,
them.
these are children.
Yeah.
She's not gonna do that. He's just going to punch them and they're gonna explode off screen.
Degree says, yes, Liam, hope has been restored. Also, man, I think it was like 2 images back. That top right panel where he's got Mjolnir in the web sack looks exactly like testicles. Just gonna say it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't know I was
Okay.
fighting out of context, Spider-Man. Hold up.
I've read all the context. All the context here makes total sense.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I win.
Philip in the chat says Spider-Man is consistently stronger than everyone, faster than him, and faster than everyone stronger than him. He rests letting weaker people hit him.
Yes, it's true.
Spider-Man really
okay.
is, so that's crazy.
But what about Black Cat?
Like that.
Liam?
She is also somewhat relative to Spider-Man. She actually is like, to be clear, like Spider-Man is stronger than Black Cat. He's also like stronger than Green Goblin. Like a lot of the cast of Spider-Man is explicitly weaker than him once he like lets loose and kind of like goes all out. He just always is holding back, which is definitely why he was able to blitz Silver Surfer when he usually struggles with bullets. It's because he's holding back. He isn't holding back anymore. But Black Cat kind of has a similar thing where once she sort of like lets herself go, her bad luck aura becomes stronger. It kind of like scales similarly to her sort of viciousness, which I think is kind of interesting. But so yeah, she's not quite as strong physically, so maybe she's only like, let's say like a small multiverse level compared to Spider-Man, who's scaling complex multiverse level. You know, not quite at that level.
Sure.
Also,
Sure.
you have riled the chat because now everyone's like, "Where the hell was this in Spider-Man Deku?"
That was Miles Morales. So
Yeah.
I feel like actually, if you watch the episode, you would know that it was not Peter Parker that we were
Right.
using. It was Miles Morales. So very silly of that to be a comment. Very disappointing. I
And
feel.
context of all those things that you just mentioned definitely totally doesn't matter.
I can confirm the context of that is all accurate. I read all of those.
Well, speaking of chat, I do believe we have some super chats that want to kind of like get in on this discussion.
I've been copying them all down. It has been hard. There's been a lot of information, so I haven't really had time to jump in.
Yeah.
let's
So
see.
I do want to say, like, Inadequate mentions gonna use my first ever super chat. Thanks, Inadequate. To say Ladybug wins simply because she doesn't have Marvel editorials against her. Yeah, like several people mentioned, Ladybug uses her lucky charm to just summon Paul, instant win condition. We got let's see. Crossover Paul.
When Gilded
Yeah.
thought Spider-Man was getting stopped, he's like, "Hey, remember that time he has a mech?" He was bringing up Japanese Spider-Man, trying to help him out.
Yeah. Crossover Force mentioning that they wish that they had pledged enough on the Kickstarter to have his pitch featured on a Death Metal Cast. I am curious if you guys, since we are getting to the end of these Kickstarter pitches, if you guys would be interested in this being like a thing we do like every year or something like that, like provide a way for you guys to like, I don't know, it feels weird to say like buy slots on cast or whatever. I don't know, maybe that feels weird, but like just have our pitches, you know, like do pitches with us similar to what we did with the Kickstarter. It would be a good way to fund the show as well as like get your ideas out there. You know, win-win for everybody. But yeah, maybe that's something we can start doing more in the future. Let me know in the chat or in the comments below. Yeah, was there any super chats that you wanted to cover, Chad?
Yeah, we got some others too. I think some of them we'll probably do on Champion Cast because they're just kind of general. But this one really cracked me up because Crossover typed in Chat Noir destroyed a cookie the size of a planet, and Chat Noir is just an incredible name. If somebody doesn't have that on Twitch or something, you should snag
That's
that.
Shaw.
It's Shaw. It's French for cat.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I do like Chat Noir. That's very funny.
Chat Noir is great. Night Ghost Spider-Man is a super genius, solves complex scientific and technical problems that even other geniuses struggle with. Yeah, Ladybug and Cat Noir can barely pass middle school, right? So like, there's definitely gonna be an intelligence difference
and like,
here.
if you're gonna give her all of the whatever powers or whatever, I wasn't even paying attention. Whatever that shit is, whatever that lame shit is. If you're gonna give her all of that, then you got to give Spider stuff like the Captain Universe powers he had for like 3 issues when he's like a literal fucking Herald level character, only slightly stronger than he was normally.
So she is like of course, because she's the protagonist. She's like the special one. She's the guardian of all the things. I always forget their name. But they're the basically the morphing tokens. Okay, that's what she's like, the guardian of all of them.
Yeah,
and then so she has
they're little
access.
genies.
Yeah. She has access to all of them, but then as they progress the show on, she gave some to her friends so they could be like a superhero team together and all that crap.
Yeah.
But she still has access to all the ones that aren't currently in possession of someone else. So that's what Javi was saying, is that like she can literally clone herself.
Okay. So I do need to step in here because it seems like, I looked into this after the pitch happened, and it seems like neither you or Javi are caught up on what's happened, which is crazy to me that I'm the one that's apparently caught up on this show that I haven't finished watching.
Well, I was gonna get caught up.
She does not have the Kwamis. She does not have the Kwamis. She's given them all out to everybody. The only Kwami she has is Tiki. The only Kwami that Black Cat Noir has is, what's his name? Plaque? What the fuck's his name again?
Plague.
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 Those are the only Kwamis that they currently have. Now, again, going to the idea that you could like take their most powerful like form or whatever in the series, there was a point where she has all of them. But I don't think that fucking matters at all. Like, I think the combination of Tiki and Plague is all they need, because that's what Hawkmoth wants. Hawkmoth doesn't give a shit about the other Kwamis. They're not going to give him what he wants. It's specifically Ladybug and Cat Noir's Kwamis, which are going to give him what he wants. And I think we should really talk about what that means in a little bit, but we should finish some of these super chats first. Little Z-Bot saying, congratulations on maybe the best year in Death Battle history. It's insane how good every episode is. My top 10 Death Battles have been utterly decimated. Thank you. I mean, we really tried our best this year. It's definitely been a little chaotic because it's learning a lot of new stuff, but it's been pretty great.
Night Ghost also gifted their 1 membership earlier, which I love as a tradition. So congrats to whoever got that. Crossover gifted out 1, and then Kindrex.
I see Vamalator and Night Ghost gifted some. I don't know if you mentioned that already.
And then Kindrex gifted out 5. So
here's a fun thing. Little behind the scenes on Dante versus Clive. Nova asks, who in the writing team compared Dante with Dr. Faust as Orville Peck and not Michael Jackson? I don't think I've seen anyone get that joke. Chad actually improv that.
I did.
Such a Chad improvisation.
Yeah. Well, so my friend is a big fan of Orville Peck, and he sends me songs, and like I like a couple of his songs, and I think the original script just said, I think it said gay cowboy or something like that. I can't remember. And then I was just like, the universe has a line to make the most specific reference. And I was just like, Ben, can I do this? Like, I was like, do you know who this is? And Ben's like, I think I've heard of him. And I'm like, okay. I was like, it's just, the universe has a line. And so I literally put it in there, and I have been waiting for someone to flag that out. So thank you for noticing. And then I did text my friend, and I was like, you'll never believe what I just worked into a Death Battle script. So there you go. Shout out to whoever get that. He's gonna be Vega in the new Street Fighter movie too, by the way.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I swear to God, someone just went mask, Matt, and so he's naked. Like, crazy.
We got several people like Gilded Data with Super Chat saying like, Liam, talk about how Spidey once blitzed the Human Torch. I think you've covered that pretty well, though.
A Fire Lord. But he knocked out Fire Lord, who is a herald of Galactus. So like another Silver Surfer level character.
And here's one from Tony Sonic. It says, one time Peter got his throat injured and couldn't speak. This caused him to think he was taking them seriously because, okay, I don't know what this is. Sorry, Tony. I don't think this is written in a way I can understand it. It comes with scared that. Yeah, okay. I don't know what you're trying to say.
No,
Sorry.
Something happened there.
Yeah, Jingwen, I was living on a grade school student's budget during the first batch of pitches. Now that I graduate, I can definitely afford it. So I vote yes. Oh, to the Kickstarter, making the Kickstarters like or the pitches a thing. Yeah.
Tossed out $20. Nice try, Dude. They probably won't be $20. They'll be.
Oh, here we go. WinCon Gizmo says it's worse if Spidey is depressed. He'll legit beat you with the parking meter if he has to. Oh, if he's depressed, then he's gonna be more violent. Oh no.
Yeah.
So if the Lucky Charm does summon Paul, it might actually give Spider-Man a boost.
Oh my God.
All right. So I do want to get into what Tiki and Plague can actually do together, because I think that's the like real win condition here, and I don't think Spider-Man has a way to actually beat it. But before we do that, I do want to talk about our second sponsor for today's episode, which is one of our favorites. It's Hero Forge, guys. I love that Hero Forge keeps sponsoring us because Hero Forge is legitimately freaking awesome. It's an awesome online tool for building and customizing tabletop miniatures. Basically, it's the ultimate character creation screen. Even if you don't play like D&D or Pathfinder, if you've ever spent a whole hour customizing a character like in an RPG game, you're gonna enjoy Hero Forge. In fact, I'd say right now, like if you're watching this on a computer or listening to it on your phone or whatever, if you have access to an internet browser, just open up a new tab and go to heroforge.com. The very first thing you see should sell you on this whole thing. Like if you are excited about like the character, because as soon as you go to the website, it opens up the character creation screen. No account needed. You can just start playing around with building a miniature. It's amazing. I love it so much. It's such a smart choice, and it's such a good like creation tool as well. And I've been a fan of Hero Forge for years, well before they started sponsoring us, because I've been using it. Literally, one of the first characters I ever made for D&D 5th edition was with Hero Forge. So and then I've used it since then because it's got so much to it, and also they keep adding new stuff, and it's been going on for like, I think it's like 8 years old now or something like that. So they have 8 or 9 or however many years of just content on the website because they're constantly adding new things every week. It's fantastic. And it's easy to use unless you build your perfect mini using dozens of fantasy species and thousands of unique parts. And plus, you can color your mini right in the browser, and it can be printed with that coloring. Yeah, there we go. So that's the character creation screen with Wiz, or the homepage, as I made a Wiz. And here is the end result. It's a little Wiz minifig. I love it. It turned out so good. And also this is all painted or colored within
awesome.
Hero Forge itself. So I mean, if you want to paint it yourself, you can get it, printed out and sent to you without the coloring. But if you don't want to do painting, they can do it for you, which is great. They also have dice. This is like a brand new thing that they just kind of started doing. They had a Kickstarter actually for this. And you can put like little objects in the die. So like you could have like a themed die, you have your minifig for your character, and then like the weapon from your character in the die or whatever. So that's really cool. Anyway, I could gush about Hero Forge for a long time, but I think you just got to go there and check it out. So visit heroforge.com to start designing your custom miniature and dice today, and check back often. New content is added every week. Thank you so much, Hero Forge.
You think Hero Forge would be cool if we pitch them on the slogan, "You too can make a whiz" with Hero Forge? Because you did say that, and it. They're a cool company. They might be down with it. Anyway, dude.
All right.
The chat is going nuts about Champion Island. Do we have any?
Oh, right. We do need to do that. I got distracted by all the Ladybug stuff. Let's do that right now. So Champion Island. Yes, we are getting into the thick of it with Champion Island. You have the video that right. Okay.
Okay.
What?
I just saw some comments that people have like meetings and stuff here in like 2 minutes, and they're like desperately wanting to know about the update for.
Oh my God, we are
Champion
like
Island.
getting
Yeah,
close.
we
to
are
the end here.
so-
This has
we-
been a crazy conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll get to the Champions Island thing right now. I will say, just as we're getting that set up, we do have a new what is it again? On the website, we have some new merch if you guys would like to check it out. There's still actually the
Look at how cool this shirt is. Or
yes.
hoodie, or-
So
yeah,
the Skeletober stuff is actually still up for it'll be down in just a little bit. But we do have a brand new shirt with Mecha Goose, our favorite double boy, double angry metal robot goose.
But, like-
yes, we do have a Mecha Goose shirt.
The style of this is so flipping cool. It's that like an awesome kaiji shirt. I like / hoodie, whatever. It's
Armored Core
There's
6.
there's a
Mecha
shirt,
Goose.
long sleeve, and hoodie.
perfect.
Yeah,
it-
shirt, long
it's
sleeve,
so
and
sick.
hoodie. All right, Sam, do we have that video ready to go?
Last time on Champions Island, Boss Rush saw staff versus champions in epic gaming competitions. Both sides played their hearts out, but Team Boomstick secured their win faster, which meant the dreaded vote awaited once more for Team Wiz. There they sent Meta Knight and Flowey packing. In this world, it's survive the vote or don't. Now only 6 remain. It's time for the great team merge. Let the healing begin. But before we kill off the teams, we have a final save vote. Choose 2 characters to save. And that's it. 1 from each team. In fact, you'll be choosing who's safe from the other team. Haha, what a twist. And choose wisely because the characters that aren't safe will be headed directly to the dreaded vote. If you're not already, become a champion right now so you can join the Discord and get in on the fun. More details will be available on the Discord and every week on Death Battle Cast, so stay tuned. Welcome one and all to Champions Island.
The merge is here, everybody, and we're getting into the end game of Champions Island. So if you are not a part of the Death Battle Discord, go get into it. All you have to do is, once you are a YouTube member of the Death Battle channel, if you open up your Discord, there is a way to link your Discord to your YouTube account in Discord settings. Once you do that, it will automatically sync up with your membership on the Death Battle YouTube and add you to the, if you're part of it, add you to the Death Battle Discord, and you'll see all the like Champions Island channels and things like that in there. It might take a little bit for like everything to sync up that's on Discord's end. So if you don't see it immediately, that's probably why. But generally speaking, that's how you get into it. Yes, so we have 6 contestants left, and you guys will be choosing who's going to get immunity as we go into the next vote. So keep an eye on the details in the Discord.
The chat's already doing their save campaigns.
Okay, so let's wrap this argument up. Javi, I noticed you haven't talked yet about why Hawkmoth wants Tiki.
Save
and
the
Black.
best for last. I did touch on
Okay.
it at the beginning,
Mhm.
but the reason why he wants the Kwame of creation Tiki and the Kwame of destruction Plague is because when he reveals their true nature, they fuse and they become, and I'm going to send it now. It is Gimme 1. They become Gimme. If I'm pronouncing it right, honestly. It's been a while. But what Gimme does is you can make any wish, and they reset the entire universe. Mind you, it's a complete reality warp. They reset the entire universe to create that new reality for your wish. So, for instance, if you were to wish like roses to be green, strawberries will have to turn yellow. Like that is the type of reality warp sacrifice that happens when you make said wish. So he wants to wish for his wife back to life. But obviously that would result in the destruction and recreation of the universe. So the universe, as they would know it, would cease to be and become something else. But yeah, they could just...
So
Okay.
this is the reason why I found this when we did this Kickstarter pitch, and I was like, oh, that'd be fun, you know, superheroes swinging around, and we have this like pairing or whatever. And then I found out about this, and I watched the scene from the finale of the series or whatever, and it's like, if you just pit Ladybug against Spider-Man, it's a pretty like, you know, it's like a superhero fight, right? But when you pair them together, all of a sudden, you have like the most powerful possible thing you could have.
What's so funny is I saw people in the beginning are like, all right, surely this one's not going to be reality warping. And I just look over and Neptune's just, it's always reality warping. Writers are getting out of hand, okay, is what we're learning. Somebody's got to like go write a really grounded, down to earth superhero show.
Yeah.
Also, Nikki,
Here's the thing.
20
If
members.
it was just Ladybug versus Spider-Man, we would not be talking about reality warping. I mean, I'm sure Liam
Right.
would be like, oh, he punched Thanos 50 times faster than light, which means he could break the space-time continuum or whatever.
Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet, so actually, yeah, probably would punch past.
So really, he
whatever
could
this
punch
bullshit
reality
is.
so hard that it shatters.
Yeah, exactly.
But like when you pair Ladybug and Cat Noir together, like it's over. And the thing is, as you mentioned, Javi, they can both use each other's Kwami. So even if one of them dies, the other one can get the other Kwami and just wish for gimme, and then activate the wish, or they just do it immediately. So like,
quantum probability pulsator. I wish, and then they zone out for a second. I wish to
Oh.
die. I wish for all of us to die.
That's
and
an
then they just
interesting
wish themselves
point.
out of existence.
how far does the bad luck go? Can
So
it
the
like
thing is,
make them
The
have
bad
a
luck aura
wish?
can actually disperse magic from Doctor Strange. Just FYI, it
Well,
does
she has
affect like
lost-
Doctor
She has
Strange.
lost the martial artists before. She gets overwhelmed if there's too many things for said quantum thing to focus on, which is why she loses fights with martial artists or when she's being teamed up on.
Okay,
So-
That's what she got
I'm
Spider-Man.
not sure about the context of this, but when I watched the scene, if I recall correctly, so Hawkmoth gets them, and he's making a wish. I guess there's like a redemption arc for him or something like that. Spoilers for Ladybug, by the way. So he's making the wish, and Ladybug's there with him. Like she's able to get, like they open like a dimension or something, but she goes there with him, which means Black Cat could go up to Ladybug as she's making this wish. Could that fuck up the
Okay.
wish?
Yes.
So
Does that cause the
there
wish
is
to
a
backfire
barrier.
on
There is a
Ladybug?
barrier around. There is a barrier that is present around the entity and for the person that's impenetrable. So they're not. It's not easy to get into. Like you would have to be able to honestly reality warp yourself in order to enter it.
Here's what I think. Spider-Man webs Black Cat to himself, like he webs them together so that he is a flying fucking herald faster than light bullet with a bad luck aura surrounding him at all times, just deflecting fucking magic off of him like wind in a like testing a car.
He's just got
Goes
like
up.
just backpacking her, like, you know, she's
Yes,
sprung on
backpacking
it.
her, zips forward, and is just deflecting probability as he fucking punches the both of them. Yeah,
Like,
that's what I think
but
happens.
but like, let's say they.
Bad luck
I
backpack.
can't believe we ended here. But it's like, okay, if they wish,
That's their fuse.
if they,
Their transformation.
if so they wish for Spider-Man and Black Cat to just cease existing, all
Yeah.
of reality gets destroyed and then is recreated without them. But if Black Cat's probability thing works, it's like, what, Spider-Man's gone, but she's there. Like,
That's
I
what
don't
the
think it works
backpack thing is, because it affects both of them now because he's close enough.
I
how it
don't think it
works.
affects things. Actually, what is the how big is the aura, the bad luck aura? Like how much is it? Like is it the universe? Is it the planet that it can like how wide is that? That's an interesting question to answer.
Do we even know
It's
if
just
there's a
whatever
range?
they're fighting in. whatever like sort of
Yeah.
area they're fighting in.
All right, we are over time. We got to wrap things up, so I'm gonna get the poll up.
There's also like
while
1,000 birds outside of my window. Just FYI, they're like, this is crazy. There's like 1,000 of them. I swear to God, I've been staring at it.
Are they just looking at you? Are they watching you?
Well, no, they're flying. They're like doing these like maneuvers in the air. I don't know what they sense.
They're
Is it like a
waiting.
nuclear
circling
bomb
you. They're
dropping.
circling
Like,
you. They know.
Yeah,
They know that
they
this is over
know.
for you.
They're like, did you hear that fucking backpack argument? And they're like,
He's so dead. All right, so go ahead and get your votes in the chat if you're watching this live. While we are doing this, Chad, I know there was something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. It's crazy times in America right now, and there's a lot of things that are unsure, and families that are struggling and things. And so, long time fan, then converted to friend and awesome online content creator. And if you guys have heard of Pissed Off Bartender, formerly G1 Mr. Locke, has been with us forever. Has had a pretty successful pop off on like TikTok and Instagram and on social media. It's been really cool to see. I've been helping him out in some stuff. And he was like, hey, a lot of people are losing SNAP benefits. Let's get some people together. And he's one of the founders of the Creator Coalition. And they have been doing a campaign on Feeding America. So I'm going to drop the link to their campaign. Together, they have already raised $258,090. Which is going to go straight to food banks all over to help people who might need it. So I was like, dude, that's amazing. You guys know I love doing any type of charity work and stuff like that. And so I was like, dude, happy to promote it on Death Battle Cast. So I'm going to drop the link live. We'll put a link in the description of the show. And that's the Creator Coalition page. So you guys can check it out. You can even, I think you can join. That's like, I think it works like Extra Life kind of, whereas you can join the team and help raise your own funds if you wanted to, or if you can donate, it's going to go to a good cause. So wanted to shout that out.
Yeah. Actually, the comparison to Extra Life is great because we obviously weren't able to do something like Extra Life this year, mainly because we're just trying to figure out our shit with this whole new thing. But we wanna get back into doing something like Extra Life every year. Maybe Extra Life itself, maybe but or maybe something in addition, maybe, who knows. But if you normally like donate to Extra Life and you haven't this year, maybe this is the good one to a good one to do instead. Either way, it's your money. You can just do whatever you want with it. All right, so as we
and you were joking
up,
before, but they now all are actually on the buildings across the street from me, looking at me, like on the trees. There's like 1,000. Sorry, go on.
They're ready because they know the poll
like
is
so
wrapping
many.
up here. They're waiting for me to make the call.
Actually scary.
They're waiting for me to click end poll, and then they're gonna do something. We'll see. Keep an eye on them, Liam. I want an update.
No fucking
real quick,
way.
thank you to Student for 10 gifted members. If you got a membership from Student, give him a shout out. I saw Nikki also gift some memberships earlier as well. All right,
Nikki.
so we'll wrap up this poll with Ladybug and Cat Noir versus Spider-Man and Black Cat, and the poll is actually way closer
insane.
than I thought it was gonna be.
That's
Newbie's
fucking
yelling at
crazy.
fascinating.
Newbie's like, we can't keep making things ties, guys, because we've had
Yeah.
All right, I'm going
I'll
to
take that
click
as a win.
end poll in 3, 2, 1. End poll. YouTube's wrapping it all up, and we've got, with 53% of the vote, very, very close margin, 53% of the vote, Ladybug and Cat Noir takes it. Oh my God.
How
okay.
is it that close? That's
My first
insane.
Wow. Okay, what are the birds doing? Are they attacking?
They're circling. They're on the building over there, and now they're kind of like circling, and now they're moving back to the tree across the street.
Oh, because Ladybug and
maybe
Cat Noir
they-
won.
my
maybe
God,
they
they
approve.
agree.
They're
They
all
agree with the
approved.
results. Okay.
Yeah.
According
All right.
to Bird.
The birds agree.
According to birds.
Yeah.
Liam is spared this time.
There's like so many.
I can't wait to see some fan subreddit just pop off and be like, yeah, do you know the Death Battle one time? They're so biased. Like, they one time decided a matchup on cast by birds.
Uh-huh.
Keep it in theme.
Oh
It's the
my
Hawk
God.
Moth.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for sticking around for this surprise extra long Death Battle cast, I guess. We just got really into it, I suppose.
That is crazy.
Um, yeah. All right. What a matchup. What a wild matchup. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of this, I've seen Spider-Man Ladybug, requested quite a bit, and I'm curious on your opinions on whether or not maybe this is the one to do. Is it better to have the pairing, especially like incorporating Black Cat's like bad luck thing, or is it better to do just the original pair of just Ladybug and Spider-Man? Let us know because I'm very curious. Either way, thank you so much for joining us for another Death Battle Cast. If you are a member, we are about to jump into Champions Cast, our members only like post show. Stick around, you will automatically be moved into it from this live stream right now. But until and also again, if you want to participate in Champions Island, there will be information on that in the Death Battle Discord. You can link your Discord to your YouTube account to get moved into that Discord. And very excited to see how that all pans out. All right. I think that covers everything.
Yeah, just thanks everybody who gifted memberships and who did the super chats today. We try and work them when we can. Obviously, we had a lot to talk about today. But again, they were all read and documented. Thank you. It helps support us, so we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we'll probably cover some of them in Champion Cast as well. All right.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for Ballot Banter and for Fireside Chat. Fireside Chat's going to be at 5 p.m. Central tomorrow. We'll see you there.